Hello and welcome to another Company of Heroes 3 game. My name is Fancy Josh, and today we've got a game between Dumbass as our Africa Corps player and Doge as the US Forces. Map today is going to be Langris. This is a Company of Heroes 2 map. I don't think it was in Company of Heroes 1, but I could be mistaken about that. I never remember playing it in Company of Heroes 1, but definitely a popular Company of Heroes 2 map. Has some pretty significant cutoff points that separate you from both sides of the map. This point here and this point here are a little bit harder to capture, but you'll definitely see players going for this point here and this point here to deny this side of the map. Africa Corps player, opening standard with a motorcycle into Panzer Grenadier squad. He has locked in his battle group with the armored battle group, armored support battle group. I really love this battle group. I'm hoping he goes for those flamethrower tanks early. And the Command Panzer IV is no pushover either. US player has locked in the armored battle group, picking up those veteran crews. He may add on a Jeep. Yes, he is. And our German player is adding on a half-track. Looks like both players interested in taking this right side. Now, our German player has taken that left side, and I think he managed to accomplish that with the superior mobility of his motorcycle team here. So I expect he's getting himself out to an early lead here. But our U.S. player does have this Veteran C1 Jeep that he got from that he acquired through that Veteran Cruise Battle Group perk there. Skirmish is happening all over. Now I don't know who wins between a scout squad and a motorcycle, but the motorcycle is just going to bail. Was he going for the cutoff over here? Nope, he's just going to deny the fuel. That's really nice. He's making his opponent decide whether he wants to capture more territory and fight off this infantry or go after that motorcycle. Jeep chasing down this motorcycle. He might get him. Nah, I don't think he's going to get him. Nice capture on the cutoff there with that half-track and Pioneer squad. Panzer Grenadiers sneaking into this building, skirmishing with this Rifleman squad. US players added on another Scout squad, another Rifleman squad, and our Africa Corps player has added on a second Panzer Grenadier squad. So both players wanting to stay mobile and aggressive with their units here, rather than going for the heavy machine guns to lock down the space. Pioneers picked up the flamethrower upgrade there, making them really nasty in close combat. Rifleman having to retreat. You know, despite feeling like he's controlling a lot of space, our U.S. player has managed to steal away. Looks like both field points from his opponent, so that's really nice for him. Denying that fuel to his opponent is a big deal.
The victory point is being taken from us.
German player rotating to the left side, picking up that fuel point with his motorcycle on the right side. This Jeep's got to go. They might be dead. Maybe not. Nice get out of there, just in time. Third Panzer Grenadier squad just got added on by our Africa Corps player. Scout squad getting out of there before they have to deal with this onslaught. He should make it out fine. He is trying to pick them up, but I don't think he's gonna get it. Okay, maybe I stand corrected. Yeah, with this chasing down with this half-track, he's definitely gonna pick him up. Nicely done. Catching that squad out of position and following on their long retreat path. Let him pick up that squad, so US player not able to face the full might of the German player, so he's scooting over to this right side.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Motorcycle changing sides to quickly capture territory. Our German player is making excellent use of that motorcycle
Control of a victory point.
game.
We are losing ground.
Victory points have been very much favoring our German player this game. US player is going to shut it down for the first time this game, pick up 2 victory points. German player doesn't want that to happen. So a skirmish is breaking out in the middle here. I think he wants to focus down this Pioneer squad. It looks like that's what he might be doing. Oh, that is pretty devastating, though. Really nice flank by our German player there, basically forcing his retreating units, the US player's retreating units, to walk right through him. And our US player did the right thing there, retreating early so as to take minimal losses, because that could have gone a lot worse. US player adding on a heavy machine gun. I think this is a great add. He needs, he's losing these skirmishes, and he needs to control space. So that heavy machine gun's going to let him do that. German player called in a Panzerjäger mechanized group to try and deal with any vehicles he might be facing. Plus the additional firepower of the half-track is nothing to sneeze at. US player capturing this cutoff point back, so he now has his fuel income again. Big brawl here. I wonder if our US player added on grenades. I didn't see. He is adding on the infantry support group right now. He did add on grenades. I was going to say, I think it'd be... Our US player needs anti-tank grenades to deal with these half-tracks, and now those half-tracks have to respect these riflemen. I'm surprised he didn't try to pick up that Pioneer, but looks like he's going to pick up these... push these Jaegers back here. Moving forward with those Jaeger squad to pick up this Jeep. I think he's going to get him. Just barely, but he did trade his half-track for that Jeep. I think that was probably a good trade for him, the German player that is, because he got a discount on that that half-track that he just lost by calling in this Panzerjäger mechanized group. This player's added on a bazooka squad to try and deal with the lots of light vehicles he's running into. I think that was probably a good add because our German player is adding on the Rad 8 armored car, which is very effective against infantry. Now, I don't think our US player has added on the... Yeah, he has not added on his... Gosh, I can't remember the name of the building. The motor pool, right? Because the motor pool is going to give him access to those AT guns. So he's investing in his infantry to be able to deal with vehicles as opposed to trying to tech up, get AT guns. And based on how far behind in fuel he is, I don't mind that decision. US player managing to deny this fuel on the right side to his opponent, picking up this victory point at the same time. The German player is continuing to dominate in terms of victory points. He's up nearly 250 victory points here. This player losing that HMG squad, that doesn't feel great. That is his second one, so he does have a second one, but he does not have enough forces to try and deal with this Rad armored car. I think he's gonna... That heavy machine gun's probably gonna get stolen by our German player. Heavy machine gun pinning that Pioneer squad. Rad. I'm not sure why he chose to ignore the half-track there. Maybe he thought it was already dead, I'm not sure, or just wasn't looking. This player's added on the fast deploy ability from his command group, which will let him get out vehicles really quick. And our German players added on the superior firing drills, giving 100% damage for those coaxial and hull machine guns. So that's gonna help this armored car do a lot more damage.
M8 howitzer carriages are available, Commander.
Point secure.
US player has just teched into the Scott, the M8 Scott, which is sort of a mortar carriage, highly mobile, not great against armor. Decent against armor, but really all about that anti-infantry in my opinion. Probably see him call that in as soon as he has the manpower to do so. It's a big arc, big fight here. This player does have a second bazooka squad, getting some good hits on that rad car. That's going to have to back off, unfortunately for him. This heavy machine gun is making life difficult for all his units here. M8 Scott just came onto the field here. I think that, like, looking at these army compositions, that would have been amazing to have there. I have never seen a player build this particular vehicle here. Reconnaissance tractor. Oh, nice pickup by those bazooka squads. Picking up that armored car. Sorry I missed that. I was so infatuated with whatever the heck this thing is, I've literally never seen anyone build it. Bazooka squad's picking up that motorcycle there. That was a great shot. A great pickup for him. He really is making... he's making significant progress with those bazooka squads, so well done to him. Scott trying to push away this Jaeger. Panzer Jaeger. It's working. Heavy machine gun pinning down these riflemen. We might see a barrage come from this Scott here. Looks like it already used it, so wouldn't mind seeing a smoke barrage right here. But honestly, that heavy machine gun is doing a great job dealing with him there. And just a little bit late on that attack there. Taking stock of the income situation. Feels like both our players are pretty equal, all things considered. German player adding on a medical medical truck to keep his units healthy when they return to base. Nice hit with that anti-tank grenade. Might see an attack ground here. And doesn't quite know where that oh, he's going to follow him though. Nicely done. He's going to pick that up. That's a big pickup. Getting out of there quick. What did I just hear? There was a phosphorus grenade there. So a little bit of a quiet spell here. Our US player has done a really good job cleaning up all those light vehicles from the German player. He's also got really good map control right now. Smoking out this Panzer Grenadier squad. Coming into barrage with the Scott. Nicely done. Alright, so maybe I have a quick second. Oh, nice. So he's got the salvage kits, which lets him recover some of the manpower and fuel that he put into the vehicles by salvaging those wrecks. Grenade here, nice hit. So I like our German player salvaging his wrecks and getting some return on investment there. I think he's going to want to use that on this rad car here to recover some fuel. Medical truck aggressively being moved forward to reinforce squads on the field. The high risk, high reward strategy there. Smoke grenades coming out from... I am not sure what called that in. And I guess I'll have to figure out a different time. Was it this guy? It was this guy. Very cool. This vehicle's really cool. I love seeing players use vehicles that are uncommon and maybe a little bit niche. And we're seeing that here. At some point, our U.S. player did add on bars to all his infantry, making them more effective against infantry. He's adding on a third bazooka squad here. Oh, yeah, third bazooka squad. Also added on an engineer to keep that Scot healthy. Panzerjäger squad going on a mission here to try and deal with this squad, but that's going to be quickly shut down. And that vehicle's still driving despite being on fire. What happened to the Jaegers? Did they die? I think they died. That's unfortunate for our German player. Now, our U.S. player has spent the last few minutes in control of all 3 victory points, and he has evened out the scoreline substantially. He really put himself in a good position by taking out all those light vehicles. So, our German player has teched up to medium tanks, and that's where this reconnaissance tractor came from. He has not researched Stugs yet. Or Ostwinds, for that matter. He has added on the Panzer command there. I wonder if we'll see him. I suspect he's going to add on a Panzer III. But he may go for Stukas. Because I think our German player really needs some anti-infantry. This heavy machine gun that he stole from the US player has been really good for him. Problem is, his Scot is making it difficult for those heavy machine guns to be in a good place, and I think that's the end of our reconnaissance tractor here. Fortunate for him, driving into a couple riflemen there. Heavy machine gun turning around to try and deal with these squads behind. Nice grenade. That's going to do some serious work against the heavy machine gun. That might be a dead machine gun. Nice pickup. Trying to pick up these Panzerjäger on their way out. This Panzer Grenadier squad needs to go right now. Yep, and they're out of there. Oh, he grabbed his heavy machine gun. I don't know if he'll get out with it. Panzerjäger covering the retreat of those squads. He did lose the heavy machine gun again, but at least it's in a place he can pick it up now. And wow, you know, this game has really turned around for our US player. I love comeback games like this where one player dominates at one stage of the game and then the other player dominates in the next stage of the game. It goes to show you that, you know, keeping your units alive, making decisions about your army composition, thinking about the long term goes a long way to helping you succeed, not just taking good fights, right? Ooh, nasty barrage there. They did manage to salvage some resources, but they got wrecked on their way out. Heavy machine guns not long for this world here. Adding on a second Scot seems like a good decision for our US player. He has plenty of anti-tank. Another dead heavy machine gun. And yeah, I think that's a good add-on with this second Scot, right? He just needs to keep his opponent down. His opponent right now has a lot of infantry and not a lot of anti-tank. So a Scot is a great add at this stage of the game. German player adding on I think that's the Panzer IV. Excuse me, Panzer III, and it is. Now that Panzer III can easily go up against these Scots, but I don't think it's going to do super well against the excessive amount of infantry our US player has. US player tightening the noose here. Nice barrage on his opponent's base. Right, he knows all the units are in base right now, and he's doing a huge amount of damage as they walk out, having just been healed up. Panzer III making this push possible. Scott's doing basically nothing against this Panzer III, but here are all the Bazooka squads, and I think they're going to wreck him here. Yep, nice pickup. So, yeah, I think that might sound the death knell for our German player, and it looks like he agrees. Man, what a fun little game. think it was, we saw our German player dominating for the first 10 minutes of the game, and then the bazooka squads came out in force. He lost a couple armored vehicles, and it put him on the back foot for pretty much the rest of the game. The U.S. player, showing what a well thought out unit comp looks like. And yeah, I mean, great game by both players. Well executed by our U.S. player. Congratulations to him. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, and I will see you in the next one.